I've no interest in being a tiger parent, but I don't want my kids to be academically feral. Most people think raising a smart child means locking them at the kitchen table for 2 hours every night. But forcing academics down a toddler's throat creates immediate friction. And friction is the exact thing that destroys a child's long-term motivation to learn. There is a way to get the genius-level results of a tiger parent without any of the tyranny, and it only takes 10 minutes a day. Here is exactly how I built this system for my own kids. I'm a father of 2, and using Eleventy School, I quickly helped my 3-year-old master basic numbers and early reading. And I did it all without ever raising my voice or acting like a drill sergeant. Let's look at the false choice every modern parent faces, because if you get this wrong, you are guaranteeing daily homework battles for the next decade. There is a common assumption that if you choose not to be a strict tiger parent, you just have to accept mediocre academic results for your preschooler. When you try to find a middle ground, it usually means crossing your fingers and hoping they'll just figure it out once kindergarten eventually starts. You're probably thinking, if I don't force them to sit down with boring flashcards, how will they ever be ready for school? But the worst possible mistake parents make is believing that academic success requires hours of suffering. Therefore, they end up resenting the whole process before it even really begins. The truth is, you don't have to compromise. You can secure elite cognitive retention just by changing the delivery mechanism. We call this the efficiency baseline. It's like replacing a sledgehammer with a scalpel. You get the exact result you want without tearing down the house. But that's not even the most interesting part. What actually happens when you try to force learning is much worse. We are going to examine the mechanics of learning right now, because if you ignore this, you will completely shatter a child's confidence. Traditional tiger parenting heavily relies on sheer force, pressure, and long duration. But looking at the biology of a young child's brain, ramming academics down a toddler's throat is a deeply inefficient way to build cognitive retention. It creates immediate emotional friction. And friction is the exact thing that destroys your child's long-term motivation to learn. When you eliminate the pressure, the brain actually absorbs more. We call this avoiding the friction trap. It's like trying to teach someone to swim. Throwing them into a freezing river while yelling at them won't make them an Olympic swimmer. It just makes them terrified of the water. Actually, here's the real secret to bypassing it entirely. The true alternative to pressure cooker parenting isn't ignoring academics either. We need to look at the ultimate system, because avoiding learning altogether leaves them totally exposed to the chaotic school system later. You must engineer extreme academic efficiency. You're probably thinking you don't have the patience or the teaching degree to engineer anything. But the solution isn't about teaching harder, it's about teaching smarter. All it takes is establishing the 10-minute daily win. Because a child's brain processes information better in short, distraction-free bursts, 10 minutes of high-signal learning massively outperforms 2 hours of crying over a desk. It's like depositing a single dollar into an investment account every day. The compound interest eventually makes you massive gains without you breaking a sweat. And here is the ultimate payoff. When foundational math and English are already mastered through quick 10-minute bursts, everything changes. The traditional school curriculum suddenly feels like a breeze rather than a daily burden. Your role shifts from being a tyrant to simply being a supportive co-pilot witnessing their progress. By locking in a tiny bit of efficient learning every single day, you are literally buying back thousands of hours of their free time. You secure their academic foundation, and they get to go back to just being a kid. If you want to experience that effortless math and English mastery for yourself, you need to lock in this habit today. But simply knowing you need 10 minutes isn't enough. If you pick the wrong tools with too many distractions, you will accidentally introduce friction and stress right back into their routine. Click the link below to use 11T School. We have automated the entire curriculum so you don't have to plan a single lesson. It is the absolute simplest way to make learning efficient, secure your child's academic advantage, and let your kids actually be kids.